Hi, welcome to SPR Forum Videos. I'm Natalie Rydström, and this is Behind the Bookie with BetOnline. It's a show we do every week with David Bond, Headlines Manager at BetOnline Sportsbook. Each week, David will give us a little glimpse into the betting action for the major sporting events of the weekend. David, thanks for being here.
Good to be here again, Natalie. Thank you.
Great stuff. Well, listen, we've got lots of sporting events taking place over the weekend. So let's start with the World Cup qualifiers. We've got England. We've got three big matchups: England versus Moldova, Mexico versus Honduras, and Costa Rica versus USA, all playing on Friday. Where's the money going here?
A little bit of money for USA at the moment. We opened that line USA plus a quarter. Now that's down to pick. With the juice on Costa Rica. So a few nibbles so far on USA.
Really? Because Costa Rica are really the bookies' favourites, aren't they? So do you agree with that?
Actually, I was talking about this with a colleague of mine in Costa Rica. You know, he was telling me that they haven't been beaten there in a qualifying game for a long time. So we have a difference of opinion. I like the USA in this time around in this match. I think that they're a better team now, better coach, more professional. So we'll be having a little side bet between ourselves.
Right. Okay. And any of the other sort of big matchups on Friday getting any love at the moment?
Yeah, in the European side of the qualifying, we have Netherlands, a very popular choice. They're away at the minnows of Estonia, 2-goal favourites there. So they're getting some early action.
And what about the England versus Moldova match? Any love for England, or where's the money going on there?
Yeah, England minus 2.5 goals, getting some action. They've got some injury worries, but that doesn't seem to be putting off the bettors so far.
That's right. I believe Wayne Rooney won't be playing in this match. Have you seen any sort of change in the odds based on that?
No, not really. You know, not against someone like Moldova. I think England can still manage to scrape together 11 fit players. I would hope so anyway.
Let's move over to tennis now. The US Open is starting to heat up at Flushing Meadows. Roger Federer did nothing to help his free fall through his rankings with his straight sets defeat in just the fourth round against Tommy Robredo. Was that upset loss a big one for BetOnline?
To be honest, we didn't really have much of a position on the game. You know, the betting public are certainly a lot sharper than they used to be. You know, they're onto the fact that Federer maybe passed his best, and you know they won't lay the, I can't remember what he was, minus 2,000 or something. They won't lay that price with him anymore. So we didn't really have a big decision on that game.
Okay, the quarterfinals does have some big names still in the mix. We've got Rafael Nadal, Novak Djokovic, and Andy Murray. Each are favourites in their respective matchups. Are these really lopsided in terms of match betting, would you say?
No, not really. I mean, again, you know, there'll be some big favourites on the money lines, but we have the game spreads, which get pretty even action. For instance, Murray is favoured by 5 games over Wawrinka, and Nadal favoured by 8 games over Robredo.
Mm-hmm. And where's the money going for the winner here? Is Andy Murray going to win a second year in a row?
From what I've seen so far, I'd say it's between Rafa and Nole, and we're pulling for someone to beat Rafa. He's our biggest liability in the tournament.
Right, well, moving on to the women's side, we have Serena Williams not dropping a set yet. She's minus 800 favourite against Li Na in the semi-finals. Why are odds not even bigger, do you think?
Natalie's a canny little player. You know, she can maybe spring an upset, or at least we're hoping anyway. I mean, we will probably need Natalie in that game, but it's certainly not a foregone conclusion.
Right. I was actually previewing the women's tennis earlier today with Richard O'Hagan, and he's backing Li Na to win. So would you agree with that?
It's very hard to say with the women. You know, if Serena's on a game, she's serving well, she's right mentally, then no one's going to beat her. But you know, if she has an off day, then yeah, it's definitely possible.
Okay, moving on. The first week of college football is in the books, and that means that the NFL regular season is literally just hours away. Thursday night season opener has the defending Super Bowl champ Baltimore Ravens taking on the Denver Broncos. In a bizarre twist, the game will not be played in Baltimore, as is customary for the champions opener, as the Orioles were unwilling to revise their own play schedule, and a traffic nightmare was predicted. Either way, the Broncos are a healthy 7-point favourites. Now, how do you see this line moving, and where's the money?
There's been a lot of action on this game, Natalie. Actually, the wise guys were all over the +9 earlier in the week on the Ravens, so that line's long gone now. Line's currently sitting 7.5 Broncos, fairly steady, but the wise guys gobbled up all the +9.
Okay, one game that really jumps off the card is the matchup of the Green Bay Packers as 4.5-point underdogs against the San Francisco 49ers, who are just inches away from winning the Super Bowl. A good revenge game for the Packers, who were blasted away by San Fran in the playoffs and lost their own season opener last year against them. The public has to be loving Aaron Rodgers as the underdog, I'm guessing.
Actually, very even on that game. As I look at my screen now, that's our smallest decision of the weekend so far. I guess they can't split it. The line must be good. We're doing our job right.
Okay, and what other games stand out right now?
A lot of action on Seattle, -3.5, very popular. Tampa Bay Bucks, -3 at the Jets. You know, everyone's going to be against the Jets for a while this season, I guess. Also, looking at the Monday night game, Houston Texans also getting a lot of action. Again, a road favorite, -3.5.
Okay, wonderful. David, we thank you for joining us. I know you guys are super busy over at BetOnline, but we appreciate your time and giving us some good insight into the games ahead. David, thanks for joining us.